Adam, midweek comes around again. Recollections of Saturday against Darlington, and presumably that second half you can't quite still believe how you didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah, I think totally that. I think watching the game back a few times and going over it with the staff, we're left a little bit dumbfounded how we didn't come away with at least a draw. I think second half we've done enough to take all 3 points, and I think I said after the game that if we would have scored and nicked a point, we probably would have been gutted with that. But I think over the 2 games we had against two top teams in this league, we probably put in 90 minutes of the standard of performance that we expect. I think looking back at the start of the time when I came in, I knew that these would be the issues that we'd face. We'd face that little bit of inconsistency. We'd face that lack of consistency in individual performances and team performances, because it takes time to get that continuity and to get everybody singing off the same hymn sheet. But I think over the 2 games against those 2 teams, we showed the real good bits of us. I think we've had 2 very good halves where it is probably it is performances that get you in that top bit of the league, but then at the same time we've had 2 average halves. I think when you actually get to watch the game back, the 2 first halves of the games, there's not really anything in it. I think they're both, Chorley and Darlington, both very scrappy halves. We've just give away sloppy goals, and that's the thing that we need to cut out. I mean, if we go in at half time 0-0, we come out second half and we put a fantastic showing in and we take all 3 points. So we take the positives out of the game. We've got 9 weeks left, and we want to make sure we finish on a high building into next season. There's a lot of good work going on behind the scenes that probably people don't get to see. There's a lot of things being put in place. There's a lot of people working very hard at the club. There's a lot of good work going on, and it's important that we stay focused on that with a view to the bigger picture.
You've had 4 defeats since you've been here, and they're to teams 4th, 6th, 7th and 8th. 4 of your next 5 are against teams below you. Will that present different challenges?
Possibly. I think the league's that tight that I think the 4 defeats we've had, we've arguably been the better team. I think when you look at the games, the only one where I'd say I was really disappointed in the 90-odd minutes was Harrogate, because I didn't think we turned up that day, but that's the only time that we haven't. I think the other defeats that we probably took are against teams that are challenging to get out of the league, and that's probably just a little gap that we're not there yet. And within the space of 6-7 weeks, you can't expect to be at that stage with as many new players and as much change as we had. So we're on the right track. It's important that we believe in the process that we do and we stick to that process. And then we go into a group of games that we want to pick as many points as we can. I honestly believe that we've got a very good core of a squad in there, and considering the amount of new ideas that's going into it, they took it on board really well. And if we can perform like we did in the 2 second halves of the last 2 games, I think we've shown we can be a very strong team in this division.
Without giving too much away on the team front, Colby Bishop did well when he came on. How tempting is it now to perhaps get him into the 11 alongside Carl?
Yeah, I mean, he came on and I think he influenced the game because he was obviously a presence. He put himself about. I think we were on the front foot second half, which helped him as a forward player. But there's a number of things that we'll look at. We'll look at the way we intend to go about the game and what people come into that picture. But again, some very good performances on Saturday, so it's important that we give people the chance to get continuity in the game, and you only get consistency in your performance by sticking at it. If we keep changing, I think as a football club we've had nearly 50 players this season, which I've never known anything like it, and we're trying as much as we can, and we're hoping, touch wood, there's no more little hurdles or molehills that pop up from now to the end of the season, and we can try and run smoothly, and I keep saying be consistent in what we're doing.
And you have an awful lot of experienced players still sat in the stands. Are any of those likely to be back soon, or are the most going to be out for the majority of the season?
All of them slow progress, to be honest with you. I think, again, I've never known anything like it. The amount of good players and the amount of injuries that the football club, not just under my era so far, but the football club this season, whether you call it bad luck, whether you call it bad preparation beforehand, whatever it is. I've never known so many people to be in the stand watching games, and when you have got some of your bigger players out of the picture, it affects you. And I think in the first part of the season it probably hindered the club a little bit, and in terms of the injury front, it doesn't seem to have got that much better. So it's slow progress. In terms of the individuals, there is some positive news. Burge and Grant are coming on nicely in terms of their timescale of where they expect to be. We're hoping Marshall will be sooner rather than later. Obviously, Jason's got a fracture, so it'll be a while. Greg's obviously got his injury, which he's not good. So some big names there.
And Nuneaton on Saturday. What do you expect from that one?
Again, it's very much of a muchness in this league. It's very tight. I think you look at I revert back again to the two previous games, and against Chorley we took our chances and we were ruthless. Against Darlington we didn't, and we got punished for that. So I do think it's a game at the minute of we're going to create chances, we know that, because we're a good team, we're good players. We have to have ruthlessness in both 18-yard boxes, and that's the difference at the minute. I think we need to understand that when we get a chance, we've got to have the killer instinct, and when it comes to throwing your so-and-so's on the line at the other end, we've got to make sure that we're defending our goal with everything we've got.